All right, guys, Tesla's a scam. We'll just start with that. No, but I want to talk about Tesla. I know the title. I'm saying it's the next Enron, but there's there's some similarities, and that's what I want to discuss with it. Some more news came out about Tesla, and this has been a topic we've talked about a lot. I have a Tesla. I love the car. I love the car itself, but it doesn't necessarily reflect stuff as the company. And I want to address this $359 price target that everybody's freaking out over, and they think Tesla has to go there. It'll give us a chance to talk about convertible equity. So I want to get into that and share even the new announcement that brought the stock down after hours. A lot of people on stream were like, "Oh, the calls went ape shit," then it came down. So Tesla kind of does this weird stuff. So before I get into that, if you guys like this video, let me know, subscribe, like, give me some feedback. And that's the thing too. I'm doing these videos. I want a discussion out of you guys. What do you guys think now? Do you think Tesla is a scam? Do you think it's going to be here in the long run? Do you think it's going to get bought out by Apple or anything crazy like that? Where do you guys stand with it? And yeah, so let's first talk about convertible equity, because I think this is a big thing. Everybody is saying that it needs to go up $50 here by tomorrow, I believe. That's the March 1st thing. There's because they have a $1 billion, it's a bond repayment. But now how it works, it's like they have to pay $1 billion back. This is money that investors gave them, and then it has a maturity date which it has to go. But now this is convertible debt. But now this is the thing I think everyone's misunderstanding, because they're like, oh, Tesla has to pay if it goes to 359. Well, the thing is, even if it went past 359, they would still be liable to pay it, because it has the right. So just like an option, it's the right and not the obligation. So what it's pretty much saying is that by March 1st, Tesla will either pay back the amount of money that the investors gave at a fixed percentage rate, or if they choose to, they can exercise the shares at 359. Now, here's the thing. Who is holding that convertible equity? If it is Elon himself, which again, he does weird, he'll buy shares, he'll loan to it, he might have other friends, but they actually might choose to still exercise at 359. Believe it or not, even if it's $50 lower, yes, they could go at the open market, but if they are supporting Elon and the company, they might do that. It wouldn't make sense to, but traditionally, even if they, he does have to repay it, they're probably going to have another offering. Now, I don't know the status with Elon and the SEC right now of how his policy with raising money after his indictment or whatever happened, but that's interesting. So that's one thing I wanted to discuss with you, and that's how convertible equity. It's literally, think of a convert. It's saying you have an equity piece or a convertible debt or convertible loan. It is debt or loan that can convert to equity if the person chooses to, and it's set at a fixed rate. So even if you guys ever want to raise money, convertible debt is actually a really good benefit to companies. If you're a company owner, it allows you to raise money without capping the valuation or equity, and it even helps the investors. In this case, they could either take the company. If it went up, they would have got rewarded even more, or at the worst case, they're going to get rewarded. So I wanted to get that out the way. But why do I think Tesla is a scam? So we're going to start with talking, is Tesla a scam? Hold on. We're going to start talking, is Tesla a scam? I'm going to start with the Twitter. But what I'm trying to say, we could talk about the business, and my whole point of this video of there is something brewing with Tesla, or what worries me, I guess. That's the better way to put it. What I'm concerned about right now is the leaves of people in the company. You're having CFOs to, random people that really, one guy came on for 2 weeks and just left, and literally they left recently after this tweet. So again, and this, I think this could even, some Tesla news, depending on when he released it, if it was before or after this blog post. This was an announcement. Again, the announcement that came out today that dropped the stock after hours was the new Model 3, and pretty much Tesla's admitting now it's a demand problem, and they announced that they're only doing online sales, which is, it's kind of good and bad. This is, how do we weigh this? Because now you're starting to see Tesla actually, it's no longer this arrogant attitude of, oh, we do it like this, burn capital, burn capital. it seems like they're cutting back jobs. They're now going to close a lot of the Tesla stores and just sell online that's how I bought my car online anyways. But that is what they're going to. And it seemed now they're doing lower priced cars, and they're worried pretty much the demand, and even the people who put the deposits down earlier, now they have they're really, the blog posted announced, it's such a weird, they have like a semi-premium model now, semi-premium interior, a lower range, and literally the car just got dramatically cheaper. I think it's starting at like $29,000 now for the cheapest one, and they're saying you could get that in 2 to 4 weeks, which would be awesome. Honestly, I think the Model 3 is a cool car, but this is interesting. But now it goes back to this, and I think they're coming, it seems like they're just making changes, they're trying to get capital, and Elon got in trouble for pumping on the stock. And really what happened the other day was this. I mean, again, he's posting memes, he's posting a lot, and I noticed this. Anybody posting stuff, they're really trying to highlight the car going above 50,000 miles, I believe. I think that's a thing. But this happened the other day. He posted 4,000 Tesla cars in San Francisco loading for Europe. Tesla made 0 in 2011, and then now he said meant to say annualized production, and he changed it, and he even edited this. At first, it didn't say around, and they literally want to hold him in contempt now because they asked if this was approved by the board, and no, and somebody literally quit the day before this happened. And I think that's what's happening. Nobody wants the liability, and when you see people leave, seeing this, it's like he's taunting the SEC again. We saw what happened the first time with the stock, but I think there's a whole plethora of things going on right now, and it seems like they're trying to make changes. They haven't before in the past. The CEO's being weird, and I don't know. I want to know what you guys think, but honestly, I think this is I'm saying this is a crucial point. Pretty much of 2019, 2020, we're going to see how the stock plays out, and if it gets worse for the SEC, I mean, it's going to be both a short opportunity and a buy opportunity too, I think, if it reaches a low enough point. But this is definitely, it's a pivotal right now, what is going on with Tesla and what's happening. So this is what I'd be looking for, and I think we're going to see, again, how the market processes this news. You got to be careful to not let the stock price always reflect what's going on in Tesla until really it drops. Again, really that SEC thing was really the thing. It didn't get knocked down too bad about the consumer reports, but it's holding these prices. And one thing I wouldn't be surprised to see with the stock going up, people are saying Elon's pumping it again. I think he might get trouble and get in trouble again, either with contempt or another thing. They're going to try to bring up more stuff because he just keeps tweeting. But I wouldn't be surprised to see an insider purchase here. I've looked so far, it's not going to get reported till it happens, but with this activity out of nowhere, and it's very characteristic of Elon, he might come up with 20 million, 50 million out of nowhere and buy his own stock, and we might see that reported here in a couple days, or somebody else we might see some stake get there. But those are the stuff I'm keeping my eye out for. If anybody else leaves the company, I'm going to be looking at that. But like I'm saying, related to Enron, you see certain people leave, you see certain drama unfold. Enron was definitely a much different case, but it's clear right now there's turmoil in the company, in my opinion. And this is, if it doesn't get past this, it's going to be interesting. But overall, I love Tesla as a car. I still think it's one of the coolest cars. But what's going to happen here, and you guys see, really, it's almost been 2 years now. We'll see how this plays out. But I'll leave it there. I love you guys. Let me know what you guys think about Tesla and everything going on. And yeah, but I almost forgot. I want to make sure you guys get this too. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the live streaming channel. It's in the description. I don't want you guys to miss that. We will be on at market open tomorrow. But one thing I wanted to bring up here, again, the blog post. This is where they announce, okay, to achieve these prices while remaining financially sustainable, Tesla is shifting sales worldwide to online only. So this is where, again, they're talking about. This is the blog post. You guys can link it and see Tesla. This is where the news comes from usually on it, and this is where they're announcing the news. So how this links and even how Elon hints at this is what I'm looking for. But reading this, it gives you an explanation of what I was talking about with some of these changes they made and what's so important of this. And this is pivotal for the offerings of the vehicles, and then also the consumers are ready and the people, if that's going to affect deposits, cash, they even have their return policy. It's going to bring up many things, but it's kind of like a new product announcement. And that's why it's looking at why is the stock responding how it is, what made investors react this way to say, it was going up before that, but this isn't good news. You would think being able to deliver this car would be good news. But again, kind of the stuff of what they're admitting about the product, or that the business itself, the demand, switching to online sales, the financially sustainable, so on and so forth. That is what gets really, really important. So I wanted to make sure you guys didn't miss that and look at it so you see, there's a lot of stuff kind of that's developed here in the last 7 days with Tesla, but that right there was what brought it down right here. And that's kind of, the SEC and how the stock digests this from here. This is going to be very important. And again, the financial future, but it all takes time. So I love you guys. Make sure you check out the live streaming channel. Peace.